Alright guys, now let's see what more can be done with the Saber plugin that we already saw. Okay, so the Saber plugin helps you to do a lot. Okay, so this time we are going to try something new, for which I am going to open Adobe Photoshop. I'll just create a small text of a default size to take the text as a PNG here. So I'll create a new one and say default whatever size is there, I'm just creating. So once this is created, I'm going to just click on the text and type GDUT. Okay, so sorry, press F7 to get the layers. Select this and probably I'll keep it white itself and I'll change the background to black to see how it looks. Okay, so this one I'll place it in the center. I'll go increase the size to about 200 and bring it here. Okay, choose any font that you want. From the fonts menu, you can choose any font that you want. So I'll just keep it as such. I'll press C for crop. I'll crop this, leaving something behind. Crop, hide the background, Control Shift S, save as PNG, and I'll just choose gdut.png. Save, yes, okay. Now go to After Effects. In the new project, import this gdut.png. Okay, so after you import this, create a new composition. I'm creating a new composition of the default size that is there. Maybe instead of this 30 seconds, I'll make it somewhere like 5 seconds or 8 seconds and give OK. So I have created this composition and here I'm going to create a new solid layer where I'm going to work. Okay, so this new solid layer will have its default name. I'll just say solid. Okay, and whatever color that is there, it is gray as default. So I'll just give default. Okay, and in the effects, I will search for ramp, which is gradient ramp. This gradient ramp I will apply to the solid layer, and the start color I will choose something like this, and the end color I will choose something dark, and ramp scatter I'll just increase this to about 450, 500. Okay, this is just the scatter, how it is scattered. You see this and this is blending with each other. Okay, and once this is done, I will just go to the project gdut.png, take and put it on top of this. Now we have the gdut. Okay, now right click the logo and there is something called as pre-compose. Okay, I'm just going to pre-compose this and say move all attributes into the new composition. So this and this together will be moved to the new composition, and I'll just say okay. Okay, now this gdut.png comp1, this is a new composition. I'll go to the layers and say auto trace. I'm going to auto trace this layer. Okay, so whatever settings is there, just don't disturb it, just click OK. Now you see this layer is auto traced. Once this auto tracing is done, It will help us to modify the data that is already there. What you can do is using this toggle mask and shape path visibility, you can make the adjustments. If you want to make any adjustment, you can make. Now this is perfect. That is why I have chosen white color. Okay. So what we are going to do is by selecting this here, I'll go and I will search for a fill color, and this fill, the empty fill, I will take and make this as black. Okay, this is now completely black, and once this black color is done, you can go to the effects, and then you can go to the video copilot and activate the uh, plugin, Saber plugin. Okay, and only when you change from this, you will get some effects. Here I will go for portal. Okay, so once this is a portal, you can go select the colors that you want, any color, and most importantly, to adjust it to the layer mask, you have a setting here where you need to go and customize the core. Customizing the core here, instead of Saber, you have to say layer mask. Now you see the layer mask is attached. Now you have to make some adjustments to the core size. You know, this size is too much. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Okay, adjust the core size, then you go adjust the glow intensity, like how you want it to glow, and the bias amount. Maybe you can increase the intensity, and the spread. You can see the spread here. Okay, and likewise you have so many options here, isn't it? If you go to the glow settings, you have the multiplier. Okay, and the glow size multiplier is also there. You can multiply the size. Okay, and say for example, if I had to make any animations, say glow one size is here. Okay, so if we go to the start and end offsets, okay, start offset, see, you can make animations like this. So I will go to the start offset and make it 100, and I will set a keyframe, and probably in about 2 seconds my start offsets becomes like this. So when I play this, what happens? I get a smoother animation. Okay. Likewise, you have the end offset, how it is going to end. So for about 4 seconds, I will set the end offset here, the keyframe for the end offset. You can see the keyframes here. Okay. So from here to 6 seconds, the end offset happens. So if I play now, from the empty screen, we get GDUT, it stays, and it goes back. Okay, a very simple animation but powerful and effective. This is how you add visual effects for a simple text or a logo or anything that you want. And in between, whatever values that you change, you know, it will all affect your output. Say if you want to have the flicker's intensity, if I increase, now you see what happens with the flicker. Last time we saw there will be a flickering happening, and you can adjust the flicker speed as well. You see there is a flicker. Once this green line comes to an end, then you have to play it again. This is just the RAM preview. Okay, now you see it will be in proper speed. See there is a flickering happening. If I increase the flicker speed to 30 and the intensity like this, now I play, you can see very fast flickering is happening. There are no fixed values. You have to fiddle around and then find out, you know, what more can be done. Now here is the output. Okay, this is how you make some outputs. Let's see how this looks as an output. Press Control M and go to the render settings. This is full, okay, 25, and output module. Here you can choose AVI or QuickTime. I will tell you how to do it in different other formats. There are format options available here. You can choose whichever you want. Now we will go with the default AVI. Press OK and render. Output, I didn't give the file name, I gave comp1.avi. This is the file name. You actually should give a file name. I forgot to give file name. So once this is done, you go to the session 3. I don't know where I saved it. I need to find out. Yeah, comp1. Okay. So open with any software. This is the output. I play it again. Okay, likewise, once your comp is done, later also you can change. You can go to the Saber and the presets you can try using different presets. Proton, let's see how Proton looks. Very easy and very effective and simple way to do certain opening animations. You can do this with logo as well. If there is a logo, you can take a logo and then do this. You can do it with your names. This is how it looks. Let's see the render output. Press Control M and here it choose as TUT2, and all the other settings are the same. Okay, there is no change here. Press render. Alright, now the rendering is done. You get that sound when rendering is done, and I'm going to check how this looks when we play in a media player. Isn't it nice? It looks good. Play it again. Okay, like this you can do a lot of things. You can make some titles out of this. You can, sorry. So titles, logos, your names, credits for movies. Okay, and a lot more can be done. Okay, all you have to do is find out different ways of incorporating this plugin and then getting different outputs. It will be pretty interesting when you start doing it, but you need to know the values, you need to know the limits that you have to maintain, and so on. Okay, so only based on that you will get, you cannot get direct outputs. You will have to adjust all the values to get something better. Okay, I hope you guys can practice this and get some better outputs. See you. Bye bye.